Based in Las Cruces, New Mexico, we present Bulldog Broadcast.
This week, we will look at what type of schedule the LCPS district is looking to implement in 2019.
Then, New Mexico has opted out of the park test. Continue watching to see if an alternative has been decided.
And lastly, as minimum wage rises, find out how this will affect working teenagers.
All this coming on Bulldog Broadcast.
Good morning, Bulldogs, and welcome to your first 2019 edition of Bulldog Broadcast. I'm Miranda Romero.
And I'm Alicia Della O. We are here at New Mexico State University, where generations of students from all across the nation have come to prepare for their futures.
According to the Lake Washington School District, a 7-period day allows for students to take a plethora of electives, catch up on course credits, and explore college courses available to them.
Not only is this happening in Washington, but our very own Las Cruces High School will be cutting down their classes and switching to this schedule.
Las Cruces High School will be one of the schools that will be affected by the schedule changes next school year. The school board decided to change block schedules into 7-period days. Brandy Snyder, who has been teaching at schools that run on this type of schedule for most of her career of 18 years, is very pleased with the adjustments of no longer having to teach 3 times the curriculum for a class in one single blocked period.
Every kid can look at it this way. When they miss one day, think about how much their grade. They could have had an A and it plummets to an F. And they're like, why? Because the teacher is teaching what they can in that block period.
7-period schedules have been proven to result in an extra 3 weeks of curriculum being taught to students in order to fully complete and cover all standards of a class course. Despite this fact, many students, such as freshman Alvaro Bojorquez, strongly believes a block schedule ensures an even balance for the school life.
I'm going to fall behind sometimes because I have to finish a work for one class and I have to finish other work for another class, and I'm going to have that class the next day.
While some students are very concerned about the repetition of class daily, some teachers of Las Cruces High School take a different look at it.
When you're good at something and when you get good at something, you do it daily. You do a little bit daily. This is the easiest way to get teachers to do the most for the least amount of money. And you guys will actually get a little bit of practice. You'll actually get FaceTime with your teacher. And
the schedule adjustments that will be taken will result in the removal of one elective from each student's schedule, which is one of the main points of the argument. Although many do not agree with the changes, this helped schools in the past and give results in the present. Now we will apply the same school systems with hopes that it will help us in the future. Reporting for Bulldog Broadcast, I'm Melanie Narvaez.
Recently, the weather in Las Cruces has been a bit hectic, so let's send it over to Simon Miller to see what we should be expecting this week.
How's it going, Bulldogs? I'm Simon Miller, and this is Bulldog Breeze, your weekend weather report for beautiful Las Cruces, New Mexico. Let's get things started with today's forecast. We're going to have a 40% chance of rain, with high winds coming from the southwest at 28 miles per hour and 40 mile per hour gusts. As you can tell by my hair, I've been hit by those pretty hard already today. We're also going to have a high of 62, which will drop down to a low of 35, but remember to factor in wind chill, because that's going to make those temperatures feel way cooler. Moving on to Saturday, the skies are going to clear up, the wind's going to go away, and I recommend taking advantage of this lovely weather. We're going to have a high of 55, which will drop down to a low of 29. So if you're going out, if you have plans tomorrow, bring along a jacket. Finally on Sunday, clouds are going to come back, cover up the sun, but along with that, we're going to get a nice breeze coming from the southeast at 7 miles per hour. We're also going to have a high of 57, which will drop down to a low of 33. So if you're planning on going out and watching the Patriots, remember to bring along all the essentials. I'm talking about fuzzy socks, lots of layers, and that huge sideline jacket that Brady wears. Well, that's all I got, dogs. For Bulldog Breeze, this is Simon Miller. Have a fun and safe weekend, and go Patriots.
New Mexico's previous governor, Susana Martinez, as we know, spent millions of state tax dollars on the standardized testing we know as PARC.
Everyone from students to parents have different opinions on the effects of this test and whether it's beneficial or not. Let's uncover why New Mexico opted out and what they plan to replace it with.
We don't need this particular test. We can use the ACT or we can use the PSAT.
English teacher Rosalind Skibiak expresses her relief and joy in reaction to the governor of New Mexico's decision to opt the state out of the PARC exam. Since then, teachers, parents, and students have all expressed their displeasure towards the exam. But LCPS Associate Superintendent Wendy Miller Tomlinson can assure their outcries have not gone ignored.
Many people did not like the park for many reasons, the amount of time that it took and that it wasn't a good fit for our students. The governor considered all of those things when making her decision.
Despite the negative reactions, results have shown an additional 13,000 students achieving the SET reading standard and 11,000 students achieving the SET mathematics standard in the 4 years students partook in park testing.
So with any assessment program, the longer that it's in place, of course, you should see improvement. The problem with park is that it wasn't a great assessment for the students of New Mexico.
There is much in store for the future of our education in New Mexico. Wishing luck for those testing in the spring. For Bulldog Broadcast, I'm Erin Galindo reporting.
According to New Mexico Representative Miguel Garcia, the state wants to raise the minimum wage of the average dollar each year.
After each year, wages will be adjusted based on inflations. Let's see how the increase can affect teenagers new to the workforce with no experience.
In 2016, according to the Labor Department's preliminary annual estimates that New Mexico had the highest youth unemployment from 16 to 24 by a staggering 15.9%, compared to states such as Texas, Colorado, and Arizona.
Good afternoon, this is Haiti Ramirez from the Workforce Connection. How can I help you?
Right now, unemployment is struggling, for youth to be employed, and I believe it's because of employers not giving them the opportunity. Especially being so young, at 15 years old, they think that they're going to babysit rather than them helping them at their real job situation.
Beginning off the new year of 2019, the minimum wage increased from $9.20 to $10.10 an hour. By this 90-cent increase, could this be another factor for teen unemployment?
Skincare products, we do facials, massage.
Local business owner Chrissy Stockton of the spa downtown also worries how it will affect her business and upcoming positions.
When you run into moving it to $10, $10 an hour, $10, $15 an hour, whatever it's going to be, it'll be harder to compete with that because I think it'd be difficult to, unless we dramatically increase some of our services, the prices that we have, to have those positions available.
As education is very important and finding a job is difficult as a teen, there's always many opportunities waiting ahead. Like Arthur Gordon once said, a mind troubled by doubt cannot focus on the course to victory. For Bulldog Broadcast, I'm Xavier Dominguez reporting.
In the debate over the wall, President Trump has shut down the government, creating the longest shutdown in our history. Here is more about this ongoing issue.
On December 22, 2018, President Donald Trump put the U.S. government on a shutdown due to a disagreement with Congress and the president over the national budget for the border wall. It's affecting federal workers all around.
So I work for the Forest Service, and my primary job is serving as a soil scientist. I work on the Lincoln National Forest. I just don't know how long this is going to last, so I thought I better take a proactive approach, and I went to the unemployment office. I filed for unemployment, and my understanding of how that process works is basically you don't get your full paycheck, but you get a portion of your paycheck, so maybe like half of that.
According to CNBC.com, more than 4,700 federal workers have filed for unemployment in the last week of December. Once the government reopens, furloughed employees will receive back pay. As Kieran Desai once said, the present changes the past. Looking back, you do not find what you left behind. For Bulldog Broadcast, I'm Alicia Della O.
And I'm Miranda Romero. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you back here next week.